2004 330 CI. We got a problem. Let's see if we can fix it. The only sound I hear right now is beeping. We got a SMG equipped car, or they also call it a SSG. Alright, let's turn on the ignition. Can't. Nothing. Okay. We should have heard some sounds from the SMG pump. And if I change gears, nothing's happening. We're stuck in first. Now, there was a light right here that was a cog with an exclamation point in it. That was the original notification I got that we have this problem. But we're stuck in first gear. We can't get it into neutral. We can't move it. We can't do nothing. We're like dead in the driveway. Thank God I was here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is test the new motor to understand what's supposed to happen when we put 12 volts on it. Here's the negative. The positive's in here. And then this right here is a LiPo battery that I have. This here is the multimeter. We're going to put the blacks together. And what we see, 11.64 volts. That should be enough to operate the motor. So we're going to put a negative here. I don't want these to touch each other and arc, but the motor makes a noise. That's the noise we should hear in the car if it works. Okay, so it's a really bad connection here, but that's what's going to happen when you open your door. If you don't hear that motor sound, you got a problem with the motor. Let's test on the real thing next. Alright, so here we are. We're under the car, and here is the pump and the transmission, and here is the collector reservoir there, and up here is the wiring. And so what we want to do is get to the wiring. This first piece is clipped in. It's kind of easy to take off. And behind that, attached in a funky way on a clip, is the pump wire. Okay, and now this thing had a little twist. It's like you had to twist it to get it off. I've messed with that for a little bit and it was a real pain in the butt, but I got it. And then you're gonna see how to get this off. These, you have to like press a button here to be able to pull this out, and it's a real pain in the butt too. So let me do that and show you what we're gonna do next. Alright, so we're gonna do our battery test. I've got my battery here hooked up, and this one just goes to ground, and this one will go to the motor. So, grounding off of here, and did we hear it? Nothing. Oh, we got it to pump. Oh, that's curious. Maybe the pump's not bad after all. This is really curious. Huh, what now? Okay, I'm gonna open the door. It's all back together. We're gonna see if we hear that sound now. Huh, that's weird. Okay, for this test, we're going to try it with this new motor connected. It's connected on the plug, and it's grounded to the frame. So let's see what happens when we open the door. That should activate the pump. Alright, here goes. I'm going to open the door, and that should activate the pump. Okay, maybe not. Alright, we're gonna see if maybe when we did that test it actually primed it enough. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. We're gonna put the key in the ignition. See if we got any. Oh, it's going right now. It's spinning, it's trying real hard. Okay, that's what it needed. We're gonna take that off, it worked. We're gonna try the door opening test again. No. What if we do the key again? That's the sound we want. I'm gonna say that we got a bad pump. Okay, so this is the reconnected original pump. And we're gonna see if it turns on when I get the ignition activated. Did we just hear that? Able to shift gears though, so I think we still got to fail. Alright, so we're going to try this again inside the car. Ignition on, nothing, nothing. Try and shift the gears, nothing. This is crazy. You know, moments ago I saw the symbol up here saying that it's not going to do it. It had that like cog with the dollar sign in it. Alright, we'll keep going. Okay, so the status so far, we have added fluid to the reservoir and been driving. We did a couple tests, but it still seems temperamental. I'm going to open the door and see if the pump activates. I did not hear the pump motor activate. That's suspect. Let's see if it works with the ignition. I don't hear the pump activate at all. See if we can shift. Brakes in. That's to reverse. First. We have a check engine light. That throw a P0700 code. I'm gonna just drive around the block real quick and see if we get something popping up. Okay, I've been driving a while and I just heard the beep and it's inconsistent shifting. I just went from second to fourth, so I'm thinking our pump's not really doing its thing. Let's see if I slow down here. Got into the bottom gear, that's good. Let's see how it goes starting up. To be honest, those were some nice shifts. It was smooth. It definitely likes having the fluid in there, topped up. So here it is. I got the cog error again, and all I had to do was pull over and park and idle for a bit. So let's see what happens. It's still shifting nice and smooth. I'm thinking this is an intermittent function. And there you have it, popped into neutral. Oh, that's bad. We're at a stoplight, and it's not shifting into anything. So this is exactly what happened to me. I was on the freeway, I pulled off at the exit, and here I am waiting at a big light full of cars, and that happened to me. So I'm gonna turn it off. Hopefully, oh man, we are so lucky we just got neutral. Let's see if I can get into drive. Nothing. Oh man, this is trouble. So here we have it. What is going on? I'm at the corner. This is kind of a busy intersection. Kind of awkward. Alright, I just gave it a little rest. Let's see what happens. It says we're in first. Oh, the irony. Of course, we're not going to start in first. Oh, this sucks. Happy days. Cars are backing up around me. This totally sucks. That was super lame. I got the car back home, but that pump must go. Alright, so here's the pump. Here's a heat shield. We're gonna take off this guy right here, and then on this end, this one right here, they're 10 millimeters. And it appears there might be something up there that we can kind of unhook it from. Check that out. It does appear like we can just push that tab up. And release the heat shield. So I'll do that on both tabs here. There's another one up there. And it's just above the nut. Look at that. And there's the other one. From here you can see we have easy access to the reservoir's filler cap. And then down here at the pump, we got 1, 2, 3, and I think that's all we got to hold that on. We might have to go for this guy right here, kind of release the whole bracket. We'll find out, but this is just gonna slide in, and there's gonna be an O-ring on there, and then this is a threaded fitting. We're going to want a drip pan underneath it to catch all this fluid. Don't forget there's wires. We've got the ground wire going underneath the pump, and then it's up here. And can you get it with a stubby? Maybe. Everybody I've seen with their write-ups has actually cut it off and then remounted that wire to like right here or maybe in here, so we have a nice good solid ground. Our positive wire is here, and you'll see that it is one wire inside there, inside that shield that goes up into here. And we have this plug. I've taken it off, but there's an interesting attachment right here that goes into a hole behind this other plug above this. And you can see that is right behind this. Kind of a pain in the ass. Basically, you gotta twist it and pull it out. Twist and pull out. This plug is held together. There's a push button right here, and then you pull, and it's kind of tight, but we got it. And you'll see inside only one wire connected, and that matches this bad boy right there. Alright, for your reference, these are Torx 30s. We got this one pretty easy with the socket. This one's coming, but this one in there is it's long, so I need to come up with another option. Lucky me, this Gorilla Grip does it. Alright. Alright, hope it's not a gusher. Oh yeah, it's lovely. Alright, here's a new pump. Make sure you got your seal in there, and we're gonna go for it. We got the seal of approval. Alright, let that guy just drain on out. Oh, good times. All right, and just gonna tighten it up. Alright, so we got it in. I'm not gonna say that was easy, because it wasn't. It was messy, and the there's some really strong Loctite on these threads. So those were tough. I stripped one out. It was a beast, but I got it, and I got it all back in. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to put the ground on, and instead of way up there where it was, where I cut it from, we're going to just go right here, and that's going to be grounded out to the tranny just as it was up there, but just in a new spot over here. So we're going to get that done and get back to you. Okay, everything is reattached. We have our fitting in, our gasket is in there, the O-ring. Now we gotta fill it. Now we're gonna fill it up here. This is a 17mm wrench that's gonna take off that cap. So let's get on it. I'm using a flexi-headed ratchet on the 17, and this will work really well. Alright, we're going up here, make sure this wrench is going the right way. Right up on top. Because it flexes, I can get it in. And have it stay in place. And it's loose. So there's the cap, there's the O-ring, make sure they stay together. Alright, so we've got this CHF11S Pentosin, we've got a pump here. When I push, it sucks. When I pull back, it loads it, and there we go. We're going to go until we get a little overflow. This is so much better than a little syringe I was using last time. Oh, it's thirsty. And there we go. Oh yeah. Make sure you got your pan under there. I'm gonna clean this up. Okay, there's still gonna be the matter of topping that off. So we're gonna get back up in there and not have the hose in so deep this time. Just right to the edges. It's gonna be pretty messy. Alright, here goes. Alright, and that's topped off. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, so now we want to get that cap back on there. Alright, so before we actually button all these wires up perfect, we're just going to plug them in and test it. Hopefully we do good. Our big concern is that when we activate this, it doesn't spray a bunch of fluid right out of here. Let's see what happens. Alright, that's a start. Let's do it again. Hearing the pump activate when I opened the door was good, but now we're going to try it with the ignition. I hear it going. That's good. Press on the brakes. First gear. Reverse. That pump is bleeding. I could hear it go. Looks good. Alright. That's a positive sign too. All that pressure and no leaking. I'm happy now. Alright, I went ahead and buttoned all those up. Tied the wires together with some zips. And we're going to put that heat shield back on and we'll be done. Alright, so there's the heat shield back on and our new pump, and we're not leaking. That's so exciting. Little test drive going through the gears. Switch to second, third. Nice and smooth. Alright, this is the fateful spot where it broke down yesterday. Let's drive on past. Alright, switching to the drive mode. Pretty happy. That's pretty satisfying.
One eternity later.
Alright, it's been a week of driving this thing, and I am happy to say that that definitely solved the problem. If this video was useful for you, please leave us a like, a comment, subscribe, and share with somebody that is having issues like this. Anyway, there are some items that are available in the description below that can help you with this job. And thanks for watching all the way through. Peace.